مرحبا بكم في قناة أطلانتس، قناة العملات القديمة والنادرة. لا تنسوا بالضغط على زر الإعجاب وتفعيل جرس الاشتراك حتى يصلكم كل جديد على قناتنا.
Description: 1964 SMS Kennedy $50 SMS SP67 Plus. Rarest issue in the series, only about a dozen pieces known. 1964 50 degrees centigrade SMS SP67 Plus PCGS. The 1964 Special Mint Set Kennedy $50 is far and away the rarest issue in the series, a coveted coin with an enigmatic history. The 1964 SMS cents through $50 might more accurately be called SMS-Finish coins than true SMS coins, as they were not the product of official sets. In fact, the numismatic public was unaware of their existence until the early 1990s, when groups of the coins began appearing in Stax auction catalogs. Early theories suggested the enigmatic coins came from the estate of Mint director Ava Adams, who was instrumental in the initial production of Kennedy $50, but modern thinking is that at least the majority came from New York coin dealer Lester Merkin. Most examples are exchanged in private transactions, often without official records being kept, and it is rare for examples to appear at auction. Cents, nickels, dimes, and quarters from 1964 with the SMS-Finish are more often seen than their $50 counterparts. Our roster of confirmed 1964 SMS $50 includes no more than a dozen different coins, which is a tally that has remained constant in recent years despite this issue's habit of being holdered and crossed to a different grading service, inflating the official population reports and altering the grade dispersal. The 1964 SMS Kennedy $50 die markers readily confirm the identity of known examples. Reverse: an especially heavy die polishing line runs from the bottom right tip of the small middle serif O, if to America. Another heavy die polishing line runs from the lower right tip of the small lower serif of the F in half to the rim near the D in dollar. Adverse: a tiny teardrop-shaped, or apostrophe-shaped, lump of metal hangs down from the underside of the crosslet on the 4, just right of the intersection with the upright of that digit. This piece is likely the 4th or 5th finest example known, according to current knowledge of the grades of known specimens. It displays brilliant, luminous surfaces and razor-sharp detail, with myriad die polish lines throughout the fields that are further characteristic of the SMS dies. A loop fails to reveal noteworthy flaws, and even pedigree markers are elusive. A couple of tiny blanket voids, as struck, and a thin thread-like strike-through appear in the hair just above the ear. The rarity of this piece and its importance to advanced Kennedy $50 collectors cannot be overstated. 1964 was a notable year considering it was the first and only time the Kennedy $50 was made of 90% silver. This coin has an extraordinary symbolic value, as the coin was minted following the assassination of President Kennedy. What is important to know is that the Kennedy $50 is also an excellent case study due to its particular design and critical elements. 1964 Kennedy $50 have both numismatic and silver bullion values. The history of 1964 $50. The 1964 $50 have an exciting past, as the United States Mint first produced the Kennedy $50 shortly after the assassination of perhaps the most beloved president in U.S. history so far, John F. Kennedy. While the nation was grieving for the president, Congress thought it was time to finish producing the Franklin $50 design for good and order a new coin to commemorate President JFK. Gilroy Roberts was the artist who created Kennedy's portrait on the obverse, while the heraldic eagle on the reverse was designed by Frank Gasparo. Unusually, the 1964 Kennedy $50 was made of 90% silver and 10% copper. $50 made from 1965 through 1970 were 80% silver and 20% copper. The inner core was made of 20.9% silver and almost 80% copper. However, the coins from 1971 and beyond have outer layers of copper and nickel, 75% and 25%, connected to a pure copper core. These $50 coins are 31 mm in diameter and have a reeded edge. They weigh 12.5 grams. Why were so many 1964 Kennedy half dollars struck? There were more than 429 million 1964 Kennedy half dollars minted, struck by both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. By comparison, the total number of half dollars produced in 1964 is more than all the Franklin half dollars produced over 16 years. How was this possible, and why was it done? The answer lies in Congress's attitude towards the coin shortage crisis in the 1960s. Due to high silver prices, people saved every little coin, whether a dime or a quarter, as an investment. This attitude caused the economy to fall slowly. Hence the state's solution was to change the composition of silver coins and move to copper-nickel coatings over a copper interior. Slowly but steady, the 1965 Kennedy half dollars made the switch from the solid silver alloy to a mostly copper core with effectively 40% silver content. The mint continued to make silver coins. However, silver coins minted in 1965 kept the 1964 date to prevent the previous situation of people stashing away their silver content coins. As a matter of fact, the 1964 and 1964 Kennedy silver half dollars were produced for almost 2 years. You may wonder why so many collectors talk about and wish to have a 1964 half dollar in their collection. Well, one of the reasons is their design. For instance, the accented hair detail of the proof version of the coin is something quite unique in the world of collectible coins. On top of that, other minor changes were made to the coin's design that is more difficult to notice without knowledge in this domain. The leading theory is that Jacqueline Kennedy, the president's wife, wanted to change the initial design and requested more details on her late husband's hair. However, the mints didn't manage to strike all proof coins with the accented hair. Therefore, only 1-3% of all proof coins have these highlights. If you find them, you should know they are very rare and a lot more valuable. The auction record for a proof 1964 Kennedy half dollar, with accented hair, was $9,400 in 2013. How much is a 1964 SMS half dollar worth? The auction record for the 1964 SMS Kennedy half is $156,000 for a specimen grading SP68 in 2019. Curiously, other 1964 coin denominations with the same finish are known, leading to speculation that they all were part of an experimental numismatic coin set struck by the Philadelphia Mint in 1964. It was auctioned on 25th of April 2019 by Heritage Auctions, including the buyer's premium. It reported $108,000. PCGS has an estimated price in the grading of $69 at $200,000.